Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Wali Waiters, and I know haven't been on here in a while, but I had a message that I want to share to a very specific group of people today. So if it's not for you, just brush it off. It's for you. Show hearts, loves, likes, everything else. And here it is, listening to that inner guidance and following your intuition. What am I talking about, you guys? This is not some hocus pocus kind of stuff. This is real. Have you ever had a thought about someone and 30 seconds later they call you? Or vice versa? Have you ever someone just pop in your mind and it's something you pop in your mind and you run into them the next day? This happened to me actually recently. Someone said, "Man, I was just thinking about you last night. It's a funny thing you came in." No, it's not funny. I don't believe in coincidence. Have you ever had felt like the prompting to go talk to someone and tell them a message or something and then you didn't do it? I think there's some very intuitive people out there. And we're talking about the guidance of the still small voice that we have. Now, some people, I'm a Christian, I believe sometimes it's the Holy Spirit, and I sometimes just believe it's Wali's Spirit that's speaking. Other people, you can call it whatever it is, but I believe that each one of us is uniquely gifted. But the problem is we don't listen. And why don't we listen to that gut feeling we have? You ever have a gut feeling about the winning lottery number and it came in the next day? Huh? What was that? Was that a coincidence or some brainstorm of an idea or an impression that someone in your family needed help or your child needed something? All of these things, I believe, are blocked out because we're not tuned in. We're so busy playing with our electronic devices and watching television, getting all these other signals, that they're blocked out. It's just like a radio frequency. If you want to tune into Y100, you got to be dialed into a certain dial. I think that a lot of us hear these promptings. Have you ever had something happen, you feel like, you know what, this is not a good decision? Now, it could be common sense, but a lot of times it's that intuitive vibe that you get sometimes. And I'm telling you myself, I used to be so afraid to listen to my intuition. You know why? I was afraid I was going to make a mistake. And I know many of you out there right now are afraid to do things because you don't want to make a mistake. Now, if you're hearing voices inside your head now and multiple voices inside your head, get professional help. And that's not what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about who are listening to me. This is for you. It's that inner yearning or that direction. Ever felt like, you know what, maybe I should take a different way home from work today? Divine providence? Listen sometimes. There was a car wash guy, who used to wash my car. His name was Snoop Dogg. We used to call him Snoop. And one day somebody said, "Wally, you know what, man, you got to mix things up. Take a different direction to work and change things up." And what I'm telling you right now, sometimes you have to change things up and become a listener. Instead of getting in this fast-paced race sometimes, slow down and think, still your mind and listen. And you'll be surprised what you hear. Some of you guys, this comes naturally to you. And for those of you who know exactly what I'm talking to, you had these coincidences even happen to you today, what we call coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences, by the way. Maybe there's someone who's on your mind right now. I tell you to give them a call. Maybe you have an influence that's coming about a job decision or a career move you're making or a place you're looking to buy. Listen to that intuition. Now, here's the thing I'm going to tell you guys. You have to try it out. If you never tried it, how do you know if you're right or wrong? Don't be afraid to make a mistake or be wrong. But listen to that inner voice. We've all had situations in our lives where we made a decision, but it was confirmed one after the other after the other. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Some things you have to do to practice. Number one, practice. Write it down on a piece of paper. If it's something completely outlandish, you know it's not real. But if it's something you're supposed to do, you're not going to be able to escape it. It will continue just to nag you and nag you and nag you until you finally listen. And the other thing, you guys, trust. Trust in God. Trust that He's not going to lead you down the wrong path. You know what? And maybe you might just be right. Now, if you're wrong, no harm, no foul. But all I'm telling you guys to do is slow down and listen. There's something going to happen in your life in the next 24 hours. You're going to be that person. Now that you're open to this, you're going to be the person you're thinking someone and then they call you. And if you ever have that happen one time, let me get some likes and some loves out there from you guys. And if you think this message is not for you, just pass it by. But all my encouraging word for you today is when you get major decisions, pray, but also listen to your inner guidance. listen to that still small voice. Listen, listen, listen. Less time talking and listen. Anyways, I hope this helps some of you guys. If you have any questions or thoughts or comments, feel free to post them. If you have hate mail, just save it for another time and date. I'm just trying to shed love right now to you guys, and I'm praying for you right now that if you're in that place right now, you're waiting to make a decision, I pray that you hear the inner wisdom that comes from on high. God bless you all and have a wonderful evening tonight. See you soon.